Screen glow on my face at 3 a.m. Ninja trader hums a digital hymn. Futures flicker red and green ballet. TikTok silent, YouTube's just static today. Candlesticks climb, then they fall like rain. My portfolio's a ghost, no one to explain. Lonely days, trading in the void. Charts don't lie, but they don't make a noise. I watch the ticks, they dance in the dark. No likes, no comments, just my beating heart. Full port, empty room, what's the cost? Is this a profit or just a lost cause? Alone in the charts, I'm a one-man show. Candlesticks for hours, no one to know. TikTok trends fade, YouTube stars align. But I'm here with my trade, stuck in this time. Alone in the charts where the numbers collide. Futures rise and fall, but I'm by my side. No audience claps, no one to cheer. Just me in the market, year after year. My phone pings once a spam email plea. Boost your followers, be a celebrity. I delete it fast like a bad trade gone wrong. Cause my world's in the lines where the trends belong. Volume spikes, then it drops to a crawl. I sip cold coffee, stare at the wall. Lonely days, but I can't look away. This is my life, for better or worse, okay? I watch the ticks, they dance in the dark. No likes, no comments, just my beating heart. Full port, empty room, what's the cost? Is this a profit or just a lost cause? Alone in the charts, I'm a one-man show. Candlesticks for hours, no one to know. TikTok trends fade, YouTube stars align. But I'm here with my trade, stuck in this time. Alone in the charts where the numbers collide. Futures rise and fall, but I'm by my side. Maybe I should log off, go outside, breathe the air, see the sunrise. But the market waits, it never sleeps, and I'm addicted to the chase. The secret it keeps. What if I win? What if I lose? Does it matter if no one's here to choose? I guess I'll stay in this digital cage, trading my days, page after page. Alone in the charts, I'm a one-man show. Candlesticks for hours, no one to know. TikTok trends fade, YouTube stars align. But I'm here with my trade, stuck in this time. Alone in the charts where the numbers collide. Futures rise and fall, but I'm by my side. Alone in the charts, I'm a one-man show. Candlesticks for hours, no one to know. TikTok trends fade, YouTube stars align. But I'm here with my trade, stuck in this time. Alone in the charts where the numbers collide. Futures rise and fall, but I'm by my side. Screen fades to black, I close my eyes. Tomorrow's a new chart, a new disguise. Lonely days, but I'll wake up again. Cause in the end, the market's my only friend. Alone in the charts, I'm a one-man show. Candlesticks for hours, no one to
Good morning, guys. How's everyone doing on this wonderful Thursday? Sometimes I feel like my mic's not loud enough. Last night it seemed louder than it did this morning. Man, I just feel like the bull trend's going to continue today, guys. I think per Manzini on your ES levels, it's almost like I would like to see at the opening, kind of like if we could break back below the 68, 70 area, then recover, then make a push up to like, towards the 90s to 86. So hopefully the price action is just not overly choppy today. A little bit cleaner on the moves today is kind of what we're hoping for, but I feel like we missed out on a lot yesterday. All right, let me make sure everything's working correctly. Sometimes you feel like, do you got enough screens? Then they just keep filling up. Hopefully yesterday was my really only struggle bus, and today is much better. Let's see. So what do y'all think, guys? Are we going to get the big sell-off, or is the market going to continue higher and higher? Man, I just feel like we just been just going up and up and up without any like major pullback. I feel like eventually in the next week or so we're going to get like that. Good morning, Michael. How are you doing today? We're doing good. Hopefully, much better today. Today we're going to be a little bit more patient. We're going to wait for that second, third, 5-minute candle. We're not going to be, at least on the funded accounts. I wouldn't mind having like a little green day today. Then tomorrow, I may not even do my fundeds on Friday. It just seems like Fridays have been even a little tougher lately. It seems like all my losses have been coming on Friday, it seems lately. I shouldn't have taken a loss yesterday. I shouldn't have done that where I have not been taking that first 5-minute candle in a while. And I don't know what it is, man. I just thought yesterday we were just going to blast that top level and we just ended up pulling back. What's up, ES? How are you doing? As far as, thinking about the ES, I wouldn't mind seeing us pull back we do got a really nice big bull flag kind of forming here on the ES. If we lose 67, we could have a decent pullback this morning. Then what you really want to look for is kind of a fail breakdown back into the 50s. So this 50s kind of I think it's going to be our magnet possible this morning. Then if we can kind of get like a little fail breakdown to this 70-50, then recovery, I think the end of the day you could get a big push. For anybody that likes... Oh, sweet. I'm still working on my first Lucid payout, man. I have a little setback on my Lucid eval. I took 2 losses yesterday on my freaking eval, so now I'm back to $812. So we got to make another $450 to pass it. So just hold on to your account, man, and see if you can just repeat those small profits. That seems to be the key, and just start working on another one and try to get multiple accounts where you're just taking payouts on multiple accounts. That's what I'm trying to do with my Bewley accounts. And we're also working on a My Funded Futures 50K that we're about halfway to passing it. We're at about $1,500, so we got to get to $3,000 to pass it. So I'm hoping by June we can have like multiple prop firms that we're hitting payouts on. Yeah, I didn't know if we would get a pullback down into the 50s per, these are using Adam Manzini levels. Just the fact that we're building up this really nice bull flag here. I mean, just nice 5-minute trend line going on here for anybody that likes to trade these trend lines. And that means this level would be 67. So if you kind of start seeing us lose this 67 on the ES, we could get that pullback down into the 50s. Because it looks like a lot of consolidation sitting up there. What? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, man, probably about a whole hour of consolidation right there. And a lot of times you get a lot of that consolidation right above it. you're just going to bump into the 74, 75. That's why I said I feel like we could possibly get that pullback this morning. Let's see what the 4-hour. So the 15-minute doesn't look too bad this morning. It looks like, what, 30 points? Yeah, I wish I was a little bit more patient yesterday on my opening trade. I can't remember the last time I took I'd taken that opening 5-minute candle like that. So I should have been super careful. I should have waited to the second one. If I'd waited to the second one, we'd have been A-okay. Our runner may have got stopped out because we had that 70-point pullback, but I would at least got my 10 points and wouldn't have been a loser. I don't know. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I feel like I struggle the most whenever the closer we get to all-time highs. Especially when we get into all-time highs, you're talking about almost don't even want to trade when we're at all-time highs just because I just don't know what's going to happen with the market. Like, you don't have anything to look to the left at. It's just, you're just kind of in that no man's land is what it seems like whenever you're all-time highs. If I can just get a 10-point trade today, I'd be happy and just move on. So just be happy with a 10-point trade. Get a little green, then maybe come back Monday with the fundeds. Because I really don't want to keep digging myself in a deeper hole because, like I said, we only need like $700-800 for those two accounts to get to payout. So we just don't want to mess those up. So we've been doing pretty good lately. Anytime we take a loss, just put the accounts away. Don't continue trading. So that has been the biggest thing. So we got about 8 minutes. I guess I haven't looked to see if we have any news yet today. I don't know if I can look real quick. We even got a nice little big bear trend on the 1-hour charts too, you know, because all of these are hourly candles. These squares, they represent an hourly candle. So maybe we'll get some kind of manipulation to the downside to run this hourly low, then a blast back up off the previous day high. Oh yeah, so far this has been my most successful year too. You know, I spent those first couple years like most of you guys and anybody else, man, just kind of finding my way on the struggle bus. So that's about the same time for me, last September, October, where I just started the one step that I started struggling with Glass was getting comfortable trading my funded accounts. Like, you know, I could be a sim count superstar or eval superstar, but I was struggling with the funded accounts. That was probably my struggle, that it seemed like it took me forever to kind of get over that hurdle where I felt comfortable trading fundeds every day, no matter what the, you know, outcome was. And that's kind of where I'm at now. I feel like very comfortable trading my funded. So, because now I've gotten where I just put them away, whatever happens. I did have a slip up on my Lucif funded back in March. I did blow a funded on my Lucif account last March, which I'm kind of still teed about that because I was only like $450 away from a payout. And I lost a trade and I made that one mistake where I revenge trade and over leveraged. So, and you know, anytime you take a loss and you up the size and you try to re-enter, that shit never works. It never works. Because it's not even a setup. You're just like, let me just jump in. It looks like it's going to continue higher, but it'll do the complete opposite. So it never works on that second entry. Oh, goodness. All right, let me check news real quick, guys. I don't think we have any news today, but never know. Never know. I know the first of this month I was hoping to get like a $2,500 payout this month from Beulah Knox and my Lucif account, but we only ended up getting 1,000. Okay, so did we already? I guess that was 7:30 news this morning or 8:30 news. The initial job claims. Yeah, so we've already. So it looks like we've already had our news for the morning, and that happened at 8:30. So hopefully the rest of the day. Sorry if I keep looking around. My camera's blocking my chart here. Yep. So hopefully no crazy news the rest of the morning. So I think we should be good there. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe a Trump post. Man, look at this. Look at this like little order block thing that we're 5-minute order block that we got yesterday. Are we getting right now? So I mean, this thing is just pointing to go straight up here at the opening. That almost looked like the same setup as yesterday. You got the big green candle, a big red candle down, and a big green candle back up. It almost looks like the same pattern from yesterday morning. And this is the pattern that I'm talking about right here. If you go back and look at yesterday, we had that same pattern yesterday. How much time I got left? I got 3 minutes. So we can look at it real quick. Look, guys, same pattern. Look, big green candle down, big green candle up, big red candle down, another big green candle up, then blast. Same exact pattern that we had yesterday. Except for it's happening before the market opens. But we're going to be as patient as I can. Now, this, I almost feel like, man, that would have been a nice long setup if that happened right there at the market open. Wait for that second 5-minute candle with a little retest. Man, I forgot to put my pivots on the board this morning. Man, this thing's it's so hard not to get FOMO on this setup here, guys. It's like, come on. Damn it. Less than 20 seconds, 10 seconds. The VIX is climbing. Ah, damn it. $30 is kind of that line in the sand, guys. If 30 holds. Nope, 30 did not hold at all. So is that going to be the reversal then? Red candle, green candle, big. So we ran an hourly candle here. So let's see if that's the 1 hour candle that we can run. That's your previous hourly low candle. We're going to wait at least till the next candle. And it's so hard. There's no way I'm a short into the previous day high here, guys. So we still got 3 minutes left on this candle. We also have a pivot at 394. So ES did bounce off his support level of the 67. For anybody trading ES. Yeah, I feel like we definitely need a decent little pullback to move higher. Still got a minute 50 seconds left before this 5-minute candle. If ES can reclaim that 74, we're probably going to get a nice push. I wouldn't mind seeing us print below the previous day high here, where your candles will close here at the previous day high and wick into it. And then you could use a fairly cheap stop loss off that previous day high. Got 20 seconds left for a new 5-minute candle, guys. Like I said, I would prefer this body of this candle to close below the previous day high if we're going to look for some kind of pullback or shorts, maybe into the low 300s. And this is a pivot also at that 94 level for anybody that's trading off pivots. Yeah, see, that's very difficult to enter. Usually, sometimes I like to enter on those on a retest of the whole number after hitting 75, but you're still kind of running into that previous day high support. So it definitely makes it difficult to enter that. And there's your previous day close at 360. For anybody that likes to trade off those levels, the previous day close, a lot of times they'll offer you almost 10 points. We still got 3 minutes left. We're just kind of waiting for a new 5-minute candle. And there's your previous day close. You may get a nice 50 bounce here. There's a lot of consolidation down there between 50 and 32. Wow, look at the nice bounce off the previous day close. Those are most days, those are like all day eval trades for anybody who's just looking for like mechanical trades. So far, guys, no breakouts yet. If you enter too late or too early, you want to at least get 10 points before they have any kind of pullback on this. You want to see it retest the previous day high and hold. Did not hold, man. That thing just blasted that damn level. Oh, this thing is so manipulated right now. Oh my goodness. Nasty. Man. Very nasty price action so far, guys. That was so... Damn it. That was nasty. So far, very horrible entries, guys. Not entries, but just very horrible price action. Traded the put options. It's almost like you don't even want to trade your fundeds on this manipulated candles. This stuff is so manipulated right now that it's so hard to even find clean entries. Still got a minute left on this next 5-minute candle. ES is at its support level of that 66, 67 area. You can kind of see it there. That red line, that's a ES support level. I almost want to short below this previous day high, but man, it's just been yanking back. It has not respected that previous day high level at all for the last few minutes. Is anybody trapped in a position yet? Like, is anybody taking a short or long and it just rips your face back off? Maybe. Hmm. This price action was kind of worse than what yesterday's was starting out, guys. I mean, it looks like we're creating another, like I said, order block, another order block. So you would think that if this next candle prints, that we would continue down here. It's just so hard to short after we're being at all-time highs. Not the actual all-time high, but just way up there at the top. I just feel like this is like manipulation. It's what it feels like. Yeah, definitely want to take this because we're creating this order block here. So it's like, man, because we created one here, we're creating one here. So if we continue pushing down, the ES has got about 10 levels that it can push down into. I feel like the ES needs to retest the 50 level. Is almost what I feel like it needs to do. We're about 50 seconds away from our next 5-minute candle, so we'll have to wait and see what happens with the next 5-minute candle. Hmm. I mean, like I said, it looks like we're creating a little order block here. Remember, there was a lot of support in this area too, guys. Yeah, finally broke through. Yeah, I think ES is going to the 60s. There's your 25-26 level. Yeah, it's very hard to enter on that, guys. The ES just hit resistance at that 60 level or 56 level. There comes that 50 level that we were talking about, the ES. There's the... Wow. 100.5 minute candle, guys. Like I said, it made it so difficult to enter this. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised they take it all the way back up. Plus, no wick on this 5 minute candle. Wow. 100.5 minute candle. Holy goodness. Oof. That's insane. Here's that V-shaped recovery off that 50 level. goodness. That was an insane. What was that? Almost a 50-point rip back up. I just don't know if we're done. I didn't know if we were possibly going to the 40s. I don't know if we can start maybe losing the 90s, getting back below that 50 level. And the ES is pretty much ricocheted right back off that 56 level. See, I think ES had to recover that 50 if I'm not mistaken. Still got a minute 30 seconds left on this candle. We're also at the top of the hour too. Kind of want to see ES reclaim that 56 level. $30 seconds left, and it looks like ES is going to get back above that. Kind of a failed breakdown to that key level at 56. Stuff's brutal, isn't it, guys? We're at a key level on the ES. Man, I almost want to short this 300 here and see if we get a push back down to the low, because it looks like the ES is still about to create another little order block here. I think let's try it. So my runner gets stopped out. Runner may get stopped out here, guys. Runner got busted. Ugh. Now, why was I negative? What? All right, something happened with the copy trader. I didn't get filled or something. I swear I hit my first 2 contracts. I don't understand what happened. Don't know. For longs, you would have to have the ES reclaim the 56. So So the ES, I don't know if a lot of you guys can't see the ES. It's on the left of me. It still seems trappy, guys. Need the ES to reclaim that 56, and we should get a push. Still, the ES could not get back above 56. That's the only thing that worries me. ES not be able to get back above 56. I'm just going to look for 20 points instead of the 30, just because we got so much resistance up there at that, what do you want to call it, at the previous day close. I don't feel like fighting through those levels, so we're just going to do the safer of the entry. You can see we're just still kind of struggling to get through it. All right. You might be able to get your 30 points, but man, I just don't know if I wanted to, because, yeah. There's that order block sitting there. I wasn't sure how hard it would be to get through there. What the previous day close. So I don't know. I didn't want to fight it. I just did it the safe way. Did we get it? Let's see if we got it. If I'd have shot for the 30, let's see. Nope, not quite. Maybe it would have been close. It would have been close to get the 30. So once that ES reclaimed that 56 area there, so that was kind of like the fail break down to that 50 level. I thought that once we lost that 50 that we may push down to the 30 or 40 level on the ES. But did not. All right, let me make sure all my stuff is flattened on the copy trader, because like I said, we're copy trading. What I don't understand is why I didn't get my profit for that 10 points I got a while ago. So we got profit on that 10 points when we shorted the 300s a while ago, but for some reason it didn't give me my profit for it. So the runner got stopped out, but I don't understand why the others did not go in. That's the only downsides about copy trading, guys. It's like crap just happens. All right. I'm glad we took profit at the 55. You can see that we're still kind of struggling to get through that previous day close and that previous day high right there. So I didn't want to fight that. You still see we're struggling to get through that. So now we're just going to be looking for a eval trade on the Lucif account. And to me, this looks like a big 5-minute bear flag, guys. So you got so I will take that on my eval if that's what that turns into and that thing breaks down to the downside. But remember yesterday, man, we were doing what, like, I mean, I saw points where we were pounding like 7, 8, 10 candles of the 5 minutes. Like there was just no coming back. All right, there was 40 points. So we did leave profit on the table. So that would have been 40 points. We're already about to hit 50 points if we hit the 85. So nice if you had the diamond hands to hold through that stuff. Dirty, dirty wick that was, guys. Retested that little order block there, guys. So like I said, guys, we're trading eval at the moment. So just so that you know, we take a little bit more aggressive trades on our evals. Excuse me. Oh, it's so close to breaking that. Wick below it. Oh, don't tick me. Don't tick me. There it goes. Woo. It paid you at least 15, 20 points. If you took the bear flag breakout. Beautiful. Beautiful on the bear flag breakout, guys. Oh, my runner's going to get stopped. I was really hoping to get a lot on this runner. No, dump already, son of a bee. Oh, goodness. It still may continue down here. We'll see what happens with this next 5-minute candle. Damn it. That thing literally ticked me out just to continue down, man. Come on, how dirty can you be today? I'm waiting on the next 5-minute candle. Didn't even have time to move my freaking thing. Oh, so dirty. Oh my goodness. All right, just kind of sitting on the sidelines at the moment. A lot of support here at the 50s on the ES. I mean, this is still a validated trend line as long as, you know, until that high gets broken. Where's that? 10? Yeah, support. That 50 level has been insane this morning, guys. On the ES. Wow, that's that crazy. These freaking dirty wicks. This is 5-minute charts. For us to move higher, the ES is going to have to reclaim that 56 here, guys. I don't know if that's just going to be another trap up in that area, because the ES is struggling to get back up there. It's almost the ES needs to reclaim this 56. Like I said, ES kind of needs to reclaim that 56 for us to continue higher. Hopefully in the next 30 minutes we can find another entry. We just really need to wait to get through all the previous day close, previous day high. There's a lot that's going on between 77 and 50, 60. It's just super trappy in that area. Oh, is anybody else in a trade at the moment, or is everybody just kind of sitting on the sidelines? So this is kind of where the ES needs to recover that 56. Shoot, to me it looks like another 5-minute bear flag. Remember, you got support between the 50 and the 56. Those are the two levels. We've tested this 40 or 50 to 48 a few times. There's just a lot of resistance between the 50 and the 40 down through there. See, the ES could not get through that 50. Yeah. We still got a minute 30 seconds left on this next 5-minute candle. So 48 seconds left on this next 5-minute candle. Ten seconds left. And we've yet to break that previous leg high. So it's kind of hard for me to think about long since we haven't broke that previous leg. And this looks like another freaking bear flag to the downside. Remember, for longs, you kind of want to wait and see if the ES can get back above the 56. Kind of the first 90 squeeze here. And you still got about 2.5 more minutes left. Why is that broken? Is there anybody in a trade right now? Is everybody still sitting on the sideline? Yeah, I almost feel like the ES is right now. The ES is kind of holding down the NASDAQ, so the ES has got to get through this level here. So that would have been what, your first 90 hit. This almost feel like April's turning into another untradeable month. April's been super tough. Same with the end of March. I feel like ever since we got to these June contracts have been super tough. I mean, that's almost like a little doji candle. Wow, what a fake out. The volume's low on the SPY. Yeah, guys, there's not really a lot to do. We're kind of trapped between the 50 and 56. I was hoping we would either lose the 50 or kind of like get back above the 56 and squeeze back higher. But we just cannot. We're just stuck. So, and it makes it so hard to enter because you're like, man, if I try to enter right here, it's just going to yank back 15, 20 points. Like I said, if ES can start squeezing above 56, we should get the push. Maybe this is the squeeze here. Time is it? Shit. We got 40 seconds left on this next candle. So you almost want to see it wick into the previous day high midsection, then see if we can, if the ES can start squeezing here. We should get the push. 20 seconds left for a new candle. There's the ES finally. Come on, ES. Oh, yes, got stuck there again. The ES pretty much got stuck at the freaking 56 again. Come on. All right. So ES is breaking that 56 finally. This is at the 50% mark on that 5 minutes, so it could reverse. So you're thinking a retest before a big drop? Man. I like to see the ES kind of pull back and kind of retest that 62, then kind of push. The same with the NQ. Retest the hold number here. What's up, man? Yeah, most definitely with the bull market here. Just trying to see if we can get a cheap trade in. See if we can get a cheap trade off the 400 retest. We're only going to risk 10 points with 3 micros here. This could come all the way back down to the 400 just because it hit that 25 level, guys. So it may stop our runner out here. Yep. So let's see if that holds again. Uh, 2.5, 3 years, part-time for like 6 months before that. Remember, guys, we are on a eval, so we are being a little bit more aggressive. I feel like the ES is going to at least probably push to the 67 here. I usually don't take longs off of red candles. I hardly ever do that, but I was trying to take that bounce off the 400 and see if we could get at least the 25 to 50 push. We still haven't broke out of our 9 o'clock 15-minute candle. That's kind of what we're inside at the moment. So I'm hoping this next candle, if we're going to continue higher, we should get the push. Now, if we pull back down and start losing that 56, I mean, that would be kind of a fail breakdown of that support level at the 56 on the ES. If I'd have a new 5-minute candle. Sorry if I'm not paying attention to the chat as much, guys. This price action has been so tough. I mean, we were having like these little breakouts with this type of candles yesterday. Where you get the big bullish candle, the big, basically, small body wick candle. The very next candle will usually break that. What time is it? Got 5 minutes till 10, guys. So we only got about another 15 minutes before we have to get our stuff ready for My Funded Futures. For anybody that wants to join us on My Funded Futures, with me and Methodical Man at 11:30 today. Ooh, nasty. Nasty. Come on. This nasty. I swear, man, we've been getting just crazy. Man, if the ES starts losing 56, guys, we almost need a little retest of the 56 to hold. We have been just stuck at the 56 today. I feel like I done said 56 like 100 times today. We're still about 20 bucks in the red on this eval. So taking a win, taking a loss, taking a win. So what's up, Solo? Going to give us a solo guarantee today? How have you been doing, South Guy? If you're still in the lobby. Sorry if I missed your message a while ago, man. What's up, mate? How are you doing today? Hopefully most of you guys are trying to survive this price action that we've been dealt with the last few days. They're just trying to destroy all of our accounts. Be on one side. Nice. What do you mean you was 600 from payout? What happened? That's when you got to scale back a little bit. Got to scale back if you're that close to payout. Because I get well, I mean, it's okay to take a loss, but is it a manageable loss? Was it like a destroy your account loss or just like a, 10% loss? So like I took a loss yesterday, but it was 10%. That's not bad. I don't think so. I think as long as you keep your losses manageable. I mean, I took a loss yesterday on my fundeds for 130. So the key is putting them away. That's one thing I always notice online. Like, you know, I see all these people making videos about setups and profits, but no one really ever talks about the risk management side of trading hardly. I mean, there's videos out there, but I hardly ever see risk management videos. Especially when it comes to your funded accounts. Now, I am a little bit, like I said, I do probably the stupid stuff that most people do with their evals, but when it comes to fundeds, I've probably been the most stricted with my fundeds probably for the last 5 or 6 months than a long time. I guess since I've started trading. So like today, we only made 75 bucks on the funded. So we didn't really make a lot on the fundeds today because I didn't get the full 30 points. But like I said, I don't want to do anything stupid because we're so close to payout again. Because I only need, I'm like where your account is. I need $600 more for payout for this account, or $700. And that one I need $700, I think, $800, something like that. So I'm hoping by the end of the month we can get that. But that has probably helped me out the most. Man, did we get the breakout here? Like I said, eval, we are going to be more aggressive, guys. So I don't ever recommend following these eval trades. Remember, eval's only here, guys. 3 micros. At least get the first target. Then you can do what you want to do. Yeah, this price action has been tough. I've been trying my best not to over leverage if I can. So I've been trying to stay as small as I can. So this is just a 3 micro trade looking for 10 points in a runner. Yeah, that's kind of what I call this too, mate, is survival price action. Just try to survive. June's been kicking our butts. It's been kicking my butt. June's price action has been horrible. Come on, give us a 67 nasty ES. Just a struggle bus to get 10 points. Like Methodical Man says, we need a Hulk boner smash candle here, guys. Come on, Hulk, show us the goods. Show us. He's getting riled. Come on, Hulk. We need the Hulk to show us his candle. Nice little ripper that was. Dude, if the ES can break back above this 55 or 50 or 66 area, we're going to be ripping, guys. It may take a little bit to get through the 66, but if we can get through the 66 and get back above 74, I think we get a 100-point move up. I'm just going to stick that up there for right now and see what happens here. You're in the same boat. All right, we need this 15-minute to hold right here. A little pushback down into the 15 minutes. Come on. We need that 15 minutes to hold up. Nice 15-minute retest. Oh, man. RKBLs. I don't even know what that is. Healing. A lot of consolidation here on the ES, guys. Your safe entry was that pullback into the 15 minutes. So that's pretty normal. Hitting the 50, getting the pullback into the 30 to 20 level here, guys. For anybody that wants to watch the ES here. So we got the levels marked out for ES2 for anybody that wants to use ES levels. There we go. Like I said, man, we break that 74 on the ES. I don't see how we don't go up 100 points. Because above that 74, you're going all the way to 85. Come on. Hoping for the 74 break so we can get a bigger boner. What we all hoping for. Come on. I only got about 5 or 10 more minutes, guys. Then we have to go over to My Funded Futures for anybody that wants to join us on My Funded Futures today. Boner after boner alert, guys. Oh, here's that 74. We just hit it. No, try to tell you, be above the 74. It should be to the moon. Maybe 78. Maybe 78. I don't know. There's a lot of consolidation right there, too. Let's get up there. Come on. Push. That was your first 90 hit. Anticipate a pullback here. Oh. ES just broke that 74, guys. Man, if the ES can just print above the 74, it should go. Why couldn't this be the funded trade? Tell me to go. Nick, no shorts, man. No shorts until we run those all-time highs. You know that's what the nasty NQ wants. She wants up to the, what, 400s? I mean, 800s? I think that's where the all-time highs are at. So that's pretty normal, guys. That's your first 90 hit. Remember, I always say don't ever take a trade into the 90 because that's usually what happens. The 88, 89 level. Let's go see. This is why we say never take a trade into the 90s. So we hit 86. Oh, dude, June contracts have been tough, Nick. Oh, that next pivot is sitting at 499. I don't know if I want to battle that 500 level. I don't think I will. You can almost anticipate like a 50 something pullback back down to the 50. 50 to 60 is usually where it comes back to for most of the time. Because a lot of times this is where I will try to get longs on my account. So I'll wait for it to hit 90, pull back into the 50s or 60s. Yeah, we've already had our funded trade this morning. That was the first thing we traded this morning, mate. Guys, I got about 5 more minutes. And like I said, after that, I need to get my stuff set up. We're just going to target 97. I was going to target the 517s, which I think we could get. But like I said, I don't have a lot of time left. And I didn't want to battle the 500s. So let me go and take more profit out of this. Looks like it hit about 95. We're only up about 150, but we took a loss this morning on this account, Nick. I had to make all the money back that we lost on our Lucif account. I was all the way back down to 700. We lost a lot. We took a loss yesterday on the NQ. I took a loss on gold last night on the Lucif. We're actually back over 26,000 if this can close out. So I've been getting punished on this account, man. I'm constantly having to make up for losses. All right, we're going to take this up a little bit more since it's looking kind of weak. Because if it starts losing at 75, we could get a fairly deeper pullback. We also have a 500 pivot sitting up there too, guys. So that's why I decided to move my stop loss to 97 instead of targeting for 25. Yeah, but the only problem with that, Nick, is usually the time I get into my third, fourth trade, I usually start taking losses. Usually I do best on my very first trade of the day, or maybe second, but time I get to that third or fourth trade, it's usually a lower win percentage. Like even when I start taking like, say that fifth or sixth trade, it'll even get worse most days. You know, it's just like I'm just over trading for myself. You know, I don't know what it, I mean, I don't know. I just know that's what's happening to me in the past, because what used to happen is I would have really good mornings between like 9:30 and 11. but I would continue trading between 11 and 12, and I would lose almost all my profit. There's quite a bit of consolidation here around the 78, 70s area on the ES. You can see it right here. Let me bring it over. See all the consolidation right here? So it's struggling to get through that. Nice. Yeah. It looks like I think for the safer runner, it would have to probably be sitting at 60. All right. So we left about 30 points on the table. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I have to get my stuff set up for my funded futures. You guys are more than welcome to come watch me and Methodical Man for the next hour from 11:30 to 12:30. Let's see. Like I said, I think for the safer stop loss, it would have had to been at 60. All right. Thank you guys. I gotta find all my stuff here. All right, guys. We will see you guys more likely later tonight. I just dropped it, Joel. Man, where is that one page?